Coming up on today's episode.
That non-black man to put a black woman on his arm and take her to his family events, you know, he got so much flack. Trust and believe it was not a walk in the park.
I hope you're ready for another great show. Now let's get into it.
So one of the things I will say is I applaud an interracial couple when it's a black woman. I actually like to see that. And I've said it before.
I'm starting to appreciate that more and more.
And the reason why
are you shaking your head, Eve?
The reason why I appreciate it is, I'm gonna tell you why. That non-black man to put a black woman on his arm and take her to his family events, you know, he got so much flack. Trust and believe it was not a walk in the park when he brought this nappy head
Pickaninny.
Yeah. Trust and believe that family was like, we got to keep in mind, I think that one of the beautiful mixtures is black Asians. They are gorgeous to me. That's just me. In them Asian countries, those kids are ugly to them. That's what I've heard. That they do not like to see the mixture of black.
I can name 3 off the bat. Ray J's, I guess, ex-wife now. Is she ex-wife?
I don't know. They always.
I think she filed.
Kevin Hart.
Princess filed.
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and it appears that a lot of the men that are so pro-black and this, that, and the third don't have black, huh?
I said Jeezy, too.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't have black wives.
To the point where I think it's becoming a thing. If they get a black wife, she better be of a lighter hue or something. Because they damn sure ain't going to be bringing no chocolate bunny around. Like, it's just, like, name, besides, and LeBron's wife, he was with her since high school. But she's about your complexion, Kaya. So, you know, but it, like, lately, I don't see too many black celebrity men walking the red carpet with a woman that does not look exotic. It seemed like that's the protocol. Like, you better bring a bitch to the table that looks exotic. She better look like she's mixed with some. I'm trying to let's start naming some black male celebrities. I got some black women.
Sure, Will Smith.
That's true.
Martin Lawrence.
What about Eddie Murphy?
No.
I'm being sarcastic.
He had, they were all
LeBron, Steph Curry. Fun fact, you know Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift's boo? Mm-hmm. You know his ex is black.
Yeah.
A darker hued black woman.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I applaud that.
Yes.
I'm a non-black man take a black woman on their arm. I love it. I like
and
that.
she was beautiful. She's beautiful too. And they were together for a few years.
Y'all do know Donald Trump had a black girlfriend at one point.
Who that is?
Google it.
What?
That was years ago.
Who is that?
Right now, Donald Trump's ex-black girlfriend years ago.
I don't know that one. I got it.
Let me see.
At the end of the day, love who you love. I just think that don't hate on the black women.
Yeah, she was mixed race, and he told her that she got her intelligence from her white father. Child bye. But the thing about it is, black women are one of the highest moving as far as education, as far as owning their own businesses, as far as owning their own homes. Black women are actually out here doing the doggone thing.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
unfortunately, it seems as if the higher that you climb with your own personal moves, you are less attractive to a black man.
Mm.
Because they feel as if you are the man. They're dating a man. They're dating a masculine
You own
person.
your own home. You have your own business. What do you
You're
need me
masculine. You're
for?
too masculine.
But you know it's funny that you say that because there's different levels of black men that date non-black women. There's some of them that get with the white woman that just looks like a big. She
Oh
looks
my gosh.
big.
When I see that, I be like, dude.
Child.
So then I've seen for myself many of these black men that date non-black women, they bend over backwards for them women's families. They want to prove to these women, because don't get it twisted. Just because they with these women don't mean that the women's family accept it. Not all their families
Mm-hmm.
accept it. So what bothers the shit out of me is that these same black men who do not want to sacrifice with a black woman, who do not want to build with a black woman, they will go to the other side and shuck and jive and more biscuits, sir, for her family. For her family, more you want more gravy on that biscuit? They'll do that for her family, and they'll do all kind. They'll jump through hoops back and forth for her family to show that I can support your daughter. Meanwhile, then he go home to his black woman. Oh, you always want shit from me. Oh, it's like, damn, you won't do for us.
But you want your mother to come over for the weekend? She gonna stay here?
But they'll shuck and jive for the other side.
You sure let them take our bed. You don't no, sleep in my bed. I insist. We'll
Yep.
take the couch. We'll take
Yep.
the couch.
Yep, they'll do that. They'll do that for them. One more thing I like that he brought up was the fact that Onyx is gonna have some issues.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, he did.
Definitely is going to have some issues. Quick story: when the three girls were younger, my daughters, the older one and the younger one were much lighter than they are now.
Mhm.
And we do not discuss we never discuss colorism in my house. We don't applaud that. We don't entertain that. And the middle one, she was like 5 years old. And I remember she was in the tub and she said, "Ma, I have something to ask you." I was like, "Sure, honey." She's like, "Why am I darker than my sisters?" And I was like, I forgot what my response was, but I know I said to her, "You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. You look like mommy and daddy. You're
Mhm.
gorgeous." But you could tell she was really hurt that
Mhm.
she was not their skin tone at 5 years old. And I'm like, what is she watching on TV? That because back then we didn't have social media like that.
Yeah.
I knew that we didn't speak like that. So I'm like, what did she see in our home for her to feel like she was less than her sisters? Because it was like kind of like, what happened? Like, did I do something wrong?
Yeah.
So
But they pick up on it. It's a thing that you pick up. It's a unsaid thing because I remember telling you guys about when I was about 5 or 6 and I was dancing, and my mom always put me in the middle in the front, but she always put, some of the other girls that were my age in the front too, and they were lighter than me. And the lighter ones would get all of the accolades after the dance and after the show, and nobody said anything to me, and I always felt like I was less than because I was not their skin tone. And I picked that up at that age. I was 5, 6 years old when I used to feel that way. So I know that it has nothing to do with TV. It has nothing to do with social media. It's about what the kid picks up on,
yeah.
Mhm. But
unfortunately.
on the other side, coming from that growing up, I used to hate being light skinned. I honestly hated being light skinned. Like, even though I do feel as if I did have some opportunities, for sure. Especially in the entertainment industry, I did. But at the same time, it was just like you weren't black enough to be hanging out with all of the, the darker skin tone kids and everything. But then when you go over to the white kids, it's just like, you're black. You're still a nigga at the end of the day.
Still a nigga, don't get it twisted.
Still a nigga at the end of the day. I've been told that to my face before by a white person. So it's just like,
Are they still breathing?
yeah, they are. I don't know. Actually, I don't even know, because that was at work. Y'all know that whole story. I told y'all.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's just more of a, and then I got bullied from darker family members because they felt as if I was always, getting praised and everything. And one of my family members told me, they was just like, oh, they don't even, it's not that you even have talent. It's just because you're light skinned and stuff like that. They used to tell me that all the time. So I used to hate being light skinned. I used to hate it because it's just like, I want my talent to show for myself. I don't want to sit here and always be like, you're getting everything because you're light skinned or anything like that, or you're always going to be picked. So it definitely, for someone that dealt with that side, it definitely doesn't feel good as well. Or you're not black, you're not black, and you're not, you don't know, and you were in the house. But I was just like, I was in the house getting raped. I was in the house feeding the kids. I was in the house.
You a comfort girl.
Right. I'm this. I was in the house also getting smacked by the white woman because the man wanted to be with me, or back in the slavery days. So it's just like, at the end of the day, it's just, blackness comes in all shades of colors. That's how I want to sit there and think of it. You know what I'm saying? Because it didn't feel good growing up. It still doesn't feel good sometimes walking around. I still to this day, I'm like, damn, I wish I was like a little darker. I like the melanin, But
just to be clear, that was from the other side of your family. That wasn't
right. No, it wasn't this side.
Yeah, it wasn't from this side of the family.
It wasn't this side. It was definitely from another side. But
I mean, we tease you too.
Yeah, but she teased me growing up. Like, even it was like funny when my mom was alive. I think one of my cousins, she was just like, "Why does Auntie have a white baby?" My mom was just like, "That's the milkman's baby. Shut up," like, or something like that. My aunt tells me that story all the time. She's like, "That was the milkman's baby."
Until the forehead came out. Then once the forehead came out,
it was like, nope, that's
that's Leonardo. That is Leonardo's child.
That's Leonardo.
Yvette, I remember you as a kid, and you were, oh my God, I love me some Yvette. I did. And she always had them two ponytails. She always had them two. And you, girl, I feel like, as you talk, I'm like, I'm getting old, because I remember Yvette as a baby, like a kid. You was a baby, like.
Yeah, I think
and
when
you were so innocent.
Married, I was like 3, 4. No, I wasn't 3 or 4, lying. I was like 6.
Yeah.
Or something, 6 or 7. When I was always around. I was always with you. Why was I always with you? Where was my supervision from my father? Why was I always with you? Like,
that's another story. Show. That's another story for another day.
That's another show.
However, Nick Cannon did say that he did feel a level of guilt because of the fact that he chose to be with these non-Black women, and that he does feel a level of accountability because that's what he chose. And I think that we as Black women, when I see somebody like Nick Cannon that has always espoused himself as a prolific reader and speaker, and he's for the people, and then see him go that route, it hurts as a Black woman.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts as a Black woman to see a Black man not feel that we are beautiful, that we are worthy of your love, or of, even to make a baby with. You know what I'm saying? We want the child support checks too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, to all the brothers out there that feel that, having your white woman is your key to success, just look at Betty, Coretta, Michelle,
Merle,
Look at all of these women that have pushed their husbands to a higher level of success.
Because they don't want to do the work. They want the easy way. They could want the easy way out. They don't want to build. They don't hard work. Why? When I could just get this.
Well, as Jonathan Majors realized too late that you wanted Coretta in
Beth.
Connor, but you literally lost everything.
And
Lost
have a whole video of
everything.
you running down the street.
They got you on every street camera, just running.
Just
No socks on. No socks
No,
on.
with your blade coat on. He had on his blade coat, and he running down the streets of New York.
What is going on?
Can I just say I appreciated this interview because I could actually listen to Dr. Umar, because a lot of times I can't because
It's just like,
yells.
oh, come on,
He
Dr.
always
Umar.
yells and he
he's
screams
always yelling.
and it turns me off. I just don't like yelling. I just don't.
I hate
So
yelling.
it's
I like
just
it.
like I
I'd like to
can't
meet her one day.
engage. So I just want to say I really
I did too.
hated
I did too.
this conversation because I could actually sit and hear from him. So I
And he
just
was very professional with Nick, but the funny thing, we watched the body language of Nick. Nick in the beginning kept like, because he knew he was about
Shifted. He kept on shifting in the seat.
Yeah, he didn't know what he was going to get. So he was picking his socks.
He was trying to file his nails. He was like, let me see, I got hangnails. He was doing everything but trying to look directly into Umar's eyes. And Dr. Umar was just looking at him. Nick was looking everywhere else. He was not looking at him. I was like, damn, this black man got you on the ropes. He got you on the ropes. He doing a rope-a-dope. He got him on the ropes. He was not feeling it. But you know what? Sometimes you need that mirror put in front of your face.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if he gonna go find him a dark-skinned baby mama now to make it 13, but you know.
Who was it? Oh no, it was some Love and Hip Hop chick, but she had blasted Chris Brown for the same thing. Because it was rumor had it that Chris Brown, when he would go like to clubs, when he had the VIP area, his bouncers were told, do not have no, if you're gonna have a black woman in it, she can't talk.
Is that true though? Because you know,
Right.
you can say this stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people have been saying that about Chris Brown, but I've never heard that from him.
Yeah. Like he's never said I only like this or so.
It was the same thing with Kyrie Irving.
But
too.
I will say this: when have you ever heard anybody profess and confess?
No. But you see it. I've seen him with all chicks. So to me, it's just like he like girls. That's just he like girls.
I mean, if you think about it, like somebody like Kanye with When It All Falls Down, you listen to that song with him and Selena Johnson, and then for him to go from that Kanye to Kim Kardashian, and now this chick that be walking outside with no shoes on and no clothes on.
That's because of him, though.
I know, but think of the through the wire Kanye. She been a Delta, so she been throwing up that dynasty sign. That was a black sorority.
Mm-hmm.
So he had a dark-skinned black chick back then.
Mm-hmm.
And now?
He will never do that ever again.
What happened to that Kanye?
That's
another black couple?
So
we forgot about J and B.
So like how
Snoop.
When
Snoop.
Shauna, so let's talk about this.
Ashanti and Nelly.
Not to keep peeling back layers, but it's kind of like when Shauna said she was at this event and she was the only black wife. It's like it's something in the water, something in it. It's like it's an unsaid thing, but it's present where these black celebrity men, they have to. It's not even like, it's kind of like they're compelled to do it, or like you remember how when you were growing up and you started getting into the age of where you started wearing name brands, and you didn't, when your mom wanted to take you to like a Kmart and get you a non-brand sneaker, and you're like, no, ma, like
I gotta get my Nikes.
wearing Nikes. Like, you can't have me coming out there looking like no, reject.
I know I need some Jordans.
Yeah, like when you started wanting to wear name brands, and if you felt corny, you felt like if I come to school with corny stuff, I'm gonna be made fun of, or people gonna look down on me. And I feel like it's that kind of like fabric. I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but I just feel like it's something to this thing of once you get to a certain level, now you're expected to have this certain type of woman. It's like a unspoken word.
Like a king.
No, I agree.
I say no, nobody at the barbecue I was at a certain level. Just saying.
They was all regular schmegler Negroes.
With 9 to 5.
But you got LL Cool J, you got Ice Cube, Magic Johnson.
Yeah, they're there.
No, they are there. I just want to shout out the ones that are there that have.
Let me ask you a question. So this is a question I have because, like I said, back then it was more of men dating a lighter hue. Now it just changed over to this dating a non-black woman. So if you had if you had Ice Cube, a young Ice Cube today, do you think he would have made that same decision based upon the environment that there is right now? You think he would have picked the same
Ice Cube? I still think he's still.
I think so.
Yeah, I do. Same with LL.
Ice Cube, LL. I still think they would. Him as Simone. I still think they would choose.
I like some Snoop and his wife's relationship.
Oh
yeah. I mean, the black men that are out there that don't discount us, we love you. We love you. We appreciate you, and we reverence you.
Right.
We're happy when you come home. When my husband comes home, I'd be like, "Daddy is my favorite adult." I always, am happy to see him.
We're nice. We make men feel good. Don't think
I'll be like, I have never done this. I have never done that to my husband ever.
No. Yeah. I ain't got time for that.
Like, I don't even feel right doing that.
I got neck problems. I can't do that.
I got chronic back issues.
With a cervical pillow. I can't.
I do. I have time for all that. Like,
I do. I can't.
I want to plug one more thing in. I was not going to say this, but I want to plug this in real quick. So Dr. Umar had said how the black woman's beauty, like when black women walk in a room, we demand a certain attention or energy we bring to a room. So my husband has been saying this for years, and I'm from my mouth to God's ears. A lot of white women think I'm gorgeous. White women,
because you are.
You're not gorgeous.
I know I am, but but you know what? I could come in a room with a bunch of black women, and they're like, hey, they look at me up and down like, But a white woman,
not all.
Huh?
Not all.
What you said? No. I'm not trying to stereotype all black women. But I put it like this: 90% of my compliments come from white women. Besides my husband, I'm talking about when I'm in public. Black women would see me, and I will not get it. Most of the time, I don't get compliments from black women. White women will tell me I am gorgeous. Once I was in a restaurant, a couple times, two times I've been in restaurants where they would get out their seat and come over to the table and say, "You are so beautiful." I'm like, "Thank you." But not that I want black women to do that for me, but I
always get it from black women. Always. It's always been from black women.
Always. Like I just and I also
reciprocate that.
Right.
I would tell a black woman, you look gorgeous.
Me too.
But white women, they and at my new job, the patients be like, you are beautiful. Oh my God, you're gorgeous. I'm like, thank you. Okay.
This whole thing, you know?
Thank you. All right.
It's just something that we have to make sure that we lift up each.
Yes, I'm not black
crown isn't, you know,
like help your sister straighten her crown. Yeah.
I'm not.
When me and my girls are out, when me and my girls are out, we always get compliments from black women, and then obviously we always find something to say about, you know, if somebody comes over to the table to take our order. And she has her natural, come on here, you bet, you know what I'm saying? We do that so that we uplift, you know, our sisters.
And we have to remember that it doesn't take away anything from you when you do that. You know, and I think when people don't, it's more of an insecurity within themselves. It's not anything in regards to anybody.
I have black women stare at me and then look me up at that and they'll ask me, oh, I like those lashes, or I like whatever, you know, what foundation do you use? Just tell me I look nice. Don't peel back the layers and dissect me to a fucking, you know. Anywho.
We got to take you to different areas, Keish.
Like you're not going to the right area.
But I find that if I'm around certain women, like the situation I'm in right now with a new job, I found that because I come to work looking a certain way, now the black women, instead of giving me compliments, and I've complimented everybody, instead of them complimenting me, now, oh, you come to work looking good now. Why do you come to work looking good now? Is it because I look good? Bitch, give me my compliment. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that I'm looking for a compliment from them, because I'm 47 years old. I don't need anybody to tell me I look good at all. I know I look good. But the point I'm making is you will not compliment me, but now you're going to go get your nails done now. Now you're going to get your eyelashes done now. Now you're going to get your hair done now. All you had to do, sister, is say, hey, you are beautiful. Where'd you get your hair done?
That's the greatest form of flattery. That's the greatest form of flattery. Is that they're trying to, they see you and they're just like, oh, I want to do that too. That's the greatest form of flattery.
Take that as a compliment.
Take that as a compliment. Take that as a W. Take that as a W and keep it moving.
You a trendsetter, boo. You a trendsetter.
That's right. Keep it moving. You're winning. Winning.
That's trash.
But that just shows just how much they don't value women, because women in the workplace, they get paid a fraction of what men get paid and doing the same work, because for whatever reason your pen is writes harder than mine. I don't understand.
So you have to check out